Greetings and welcome to the Robo Samurai channel, and today I'm going to be bringing you a couple of blasts from the past, and essentially it's the same thing. It's Shockwave, and this is the Titan's Return version of Shockwave, and then this is the Japanese version of it. So essentially the Japanese version back then was like a premium finish. They do have them nowadays. They're called premium finish, but back then the Japanese versions of these, they actually had a different paint scheme and everything else. I'm going to kind of show you some of the differences here. But first of all, let's take a look at this guy. And you can see him here. He's pretty cool. I like the dark purple. It looks really neat. He's got a bit of head. His head is on a ball joint. That's really awesome. So, and he looks kind of like this. Now this is what we got on the back here. You've got his little backpack and whatnot, and then yeah, his legs are a little bit hollow, understandable. Now all of these here, like the arms, they're cast in this clear plastic, so it's like clear plastic here. This is also clear plastic here, and this is clear plastic. The shoulders are not. The rest of this is painted, so that's painted there. Same thing with these pieces right here. These here, the legs, are clear plastic. And you can kind of see it from the inside here. And on the front side, this is all painted over like that. So, yeah, so he's got a decent elbow joint right here. And he's even got a little bit of a swivel because it's on a ball joint here. His elbow is on a ball joint. That's what he got going on. And this side, if you can take a look, is actually his little laser hand gun. And then this side is his regular hand. So that's what it looks like. Now he can go and move his arms all the way around. These here, his legs, they do have a swivel here, and then you've got bend at the knee. In fact, you've got quite a bit of bend at the knee. He has no actual waist swivel. That's too bad. Oh well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The feet do not have any swivel or rocker whatsoever. So that's what he looks like here. So let me show you this. Actually, let's go with this. Let's transform this into that, and then I'll flip this one back. So here's how you transform this little guy. So what you do is you take this piece right here, and then you just fold it all the way in like so. And then you can go on ahead and push this all the way over here, just like that. Then what you want to do is you want to take these here, and you'll see that there's little tiny pegs right here and there, and there's a little hole right there. You want to line those up and put them together. And when you do that, on with the other side, you're going to actually put these two pieces together here. So you'll push those together. Then you want to take them both on their ball joints and then flip them like this all the way up so that it lines up with the top here. Now that we're done with the back, let's take a look at the front. Now we're going to take these and we're going to flip them out like this. Then you want to rotate this and then pull it over like so. You're going to do the same thing with the other side. Rotate and pull it over on this side. Then we're going to go ahead and collapse these. Oh, actually, there is a little trick here. I forgot to do this. So you need to pull this down. This is a special joint that that allows you to pull these legs in this direction. So it should kind of look like that. Then you can fold these like this on top of each other and snap them together. And that's what you got going on here. This is Shockwave in his gun mode, if you will. And you can take a look here. We'll go over the details real quick. You can see the handle here. And this handle was designed to be held by the Combiner Wars Bruticus to replicate what you saw in that episode. So yeah, this is what you got going on here. And then you also have a little target here. You cannot adjust it. It's fixed there. And you can see how all the paint kind of like matches together here and then here. Let's take a look at it from its underside, and you can see the little serial number there, and then you have, of course, there's his chest plate right there, and there's some pretty good detail on this thing, so it's nice. But yeah, you do see his hand sticking out like that. Now, there is something else you can do. You can fold this up like so, and then it looks like this. And I suppose you could call this a spaceship if you wanted to. And that's fine. You can do that. It's too bad, though, that it didn't have the handle like the original Shockwave gun did. So this is the Titan's Return version of this. No, Titan's Return Combiner Wars version of this. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. And then you can kind of see what it looks like from the front here. And no, there's nothing that actually plugs into it. So now let's take a look at the Japanese version, which I've also folded up. Actually, we can do a little bit of a comparison so we can kind of see these guys and what they look like. And you can see clearly the Japanese version has a nice lighter purple color versus the American version here, or the Hasbro version. So you can see, and actually a lot of the cast parts are pretty much the same. Actually, they're exactly the same. Including what you have for the clear parts here. If you look, they're just painted, and they're painted differently though. And I think I like the Japanese version better because you can see it's purple, and then they have the silver collar right here. This one here does not have a silver collar at all to the gun, and then you can kind of see there. Yeah, it's just purple, and then there's a few more details that'll come out here in robot mode when we do it. You can see the silver highlighting here versus no silver highlighting here. So let's go on ahead and yeah, and so this here, that's what it looks like in its gun mode, and you can see all the little details. So let's transform this. So I'm going to go on ahead and fold this back down here, and then we'll open this up and then straighten that out, and then we'll pull these out to the side. And then we'll pull this out, and by doing this, this will cause the head to rotate up. Okay, so then we want to open up these here, the legs. We'll split the legs. This is really a little tight. And then we're going to take these here, and remember I told you about that joint that makes his hip. You want to, whoops, not break it. There we go. You want to push it up so that both of those kind of align straight, and then turn it, rotate these to the front, and flip his feet out like that. And then go on ahead and take these out. And when you do this here, make sure that you, let's see, this should all line up just fine, just like that. There we go. Now, pull down his shoulders, and then there you go. So there's the there he is in his robot mode, and you can kind of see right here that there's paint all around the edge here of this clear plastic piece. Very nice. This is painted here, and yeah, it's the same thing here. Now, instead of not painting this, they decided to paint his fist on this one here, so that gives you kind of a contrast between his laser gun hand and then his regular hand. So that's really cool. But he has all the same articulation as the figure I just showed you. And there he looks there. So he looks like from the back. Yeah. And you can see the paint. And then this is just all painted clear plastic here. So yeah, and he's fairly posable. And of course he does have the head articulation, and this here doesn't want to stay, but it is on a ball joint. So there it is. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick review on these little guys, these little Shockwaves here, and so that you could kind of see what we were dealing with back then. Is this something that you should add to your collection, or something you would want to collect? And I would say yeah, especially if you have any of the Combiner Wars, especially if you have the Bruticus Combiner Wars. If I am able to get my Bruticus out of the box, I may do a review of it and show you the Combiner Wars Bruticus and how these Shockwaves kind of compare. So there you go. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you can, please subscribe to my channel. It helps out. It doesn't cost you anything. And I'll talk to you guys next time.